early birds and night owls. My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome back to SimAirport. This might look a little bit different than the airport you saw in the last episode, and that's because the game has updated in a way that kinda sorta broke old saves, and so I rebuilt this airport again. And, well, took a little bit of time, but hey, we're here and it looks kinda sorta like what we had, but not exactly. So, problems this airport has right now is that the ticketing, too small. Security, too small. So we're gonna have to do something about those two pretty soon because we really don't want to have those problems. And I'm still working on paying off a loan over here, which I'm thinking I might want to take out the loan again just so we can expand this area over here, maybe even down here, so we can make ticketing a little bit bigger. So let's see where exactly it is that we're going to place our ticketing, because of course I want to make it the same exact size all around, and I do want to push it back a little bit, which means we're going to have to maybe work with security a little bit to push it back as well, because I don't really want it to, as you can see, it's a lot of people waiting there to go through security. Don't think they're going to get through, because it just hasn't been happening at all, and we really need a much bigger security. Right, so let's see, how big is it from this wall to this wall? 11. So we have 11 from, let's see, it was from one wall to another, right? So we're gonna go from here to wall goes here. Alright, so we're gonna have to expand all of this. I'm just gonna outline it just now so we know exactly where we're going. So we're going to do, hopefully, this expansion in this episode so that way we can work on making security bigger, making ticketing bigger. That way, we won't have crowds like this just waiting forever to actually get through. And, you know, if they don't get through, and have issues with passenger satisfaction, which is a pretty big problem for me because I do want to get some Super Alliance flights, because look at that acceptance bonus. That is ridiculous, and that would be super good to have, like, all the time. And right now, we have a lot of 767s because for some reason, once the game updated, the flights that were mostly available to us were 767s, and so if we look at, let's take a look over here. If we look at this, we have like 1, 2, 3, 3, I think we have 4 or 5 big planes, and then a bunch of 767s like all across the map because that's just what's been available, and I don't like that. I really don't like that because that's really not where we want to go with this airport. Unfortunately, though, it seems like that's just what's going to have to happen for now, and maybe as we progress, we're going to get a lot more bigger flights being offered to us, but for now, that's really not the case. So we're going to have to make do with what we have right now. Let's pay this off a little bit so that maybe we won't have to pay off much interest when the day takes over. Excuse me, it's been a long day for me, and I'm finally getting to record this. I wasn't able to record it when I really wanted to because there was just so much to do, and I didn't really want to show you guys the old airport because, I mean, if I expanded there, it wouldn't really be much anyway. Also, something new that came with the recent update, to experimental version at least, is a whole different baggage system. And so we have a baggage hub over here because this is where we first started building our airport, and I do want to move these all the way back to these sides over here so then we can connect the ticketing to those and connect with the baggage depot, I guess you call it, right up in here, because that's kind of sort of the layout I was looking for. Also, you saw that there was a lot of very angry people, so yes, definitely got to work on this as soon as it's possible. We really have to wait. Oh, we might be able to pay this off. How many more flights do we have today? 2. I think we're gonna be able to pay off this whole loan just as long as we get enough money from these other flights. There we go, thank goodness. Okay, so we're not gonna be paying off any interest today, which is good. And then we're just gonna have to take out as much money as we can, though, to get this whole thing wrapped up, which I really don't like to do, but you know what, it's just the way that we have to keep working. I do want to expand out to here to make these areas a lot bigger so people won't be like, you know, complaining that they have nothing to do, nowhere to sit, etc. But look at this. Look at this craziness right now. That is not okay in any way, shape, or form. And so we definitely have to change that because we're going to have a lot of angry people leaving. Also, did we finish our light rail? We did. Okay, good news then. Good news, because this gets to be a little bit too crazy, and that's not working for us. So we're going to have to place our LRT platform right outside. Let's see. We want it to go... Is that not even? I think it wasn't even before, so sure, I'm just gonna place it right there because it's never gonna be even, at least. I don't think it is. Anyway, hopefully some people will ride that, and we do have some people going over there. That's good because we can't really bus everybody out here. Something that's been really surprising to me is that I don't really see many cars anymore. It's just like one Uber every now and again. That's just it. I think we might have to actually make a second train. That one probably just left completely full. Yep, that's exactly what's gonna have to happen. Alright, so let's go to schedule. Oh no, my bad. Operations, And we're gonna go for light rail. We're gonna have it every 30 minutes. And I know that sometimes maybe like a 12, 1, 2 in the morning, we're not really gonna be using it much, but for now, we kinda need this going just so we can clear people out. Oh boy, yeah, something happened over here. It wasn't any of those guys. Alright, well, whatever. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but let's go ahead and grab some loans, and we're gonna pay off whatever we don't use. But I think we're gonna mostly use everything. At least I expect that we will. So, first things first, we're gonna build up this area over here. I think that's how it's supposed to go. And it looks like we're gonna need more money just for that area. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit more than that. And we're gonna go ahead and make the second area up in here. Well, it's not as expensive as I thought it would be. So that's kind of sort of okay. But we do have to buy a bunch of machinery, a bunch of new staff, etc., etc. So we're going to leave it as is. Also, to help us get this whole thing done, I'm going to hire a few more work peoples just so that we can get this done a little bit faster. Also, because, it's, we have some security problems right now. Not surprising, though. Not surprising at all because we have this whole thing wide open. People are just hanging out right there. Wow. Everybody needs to just chill right now and not be there. Well, hopefully we can get this done by 4 in the morning. Otherwise, we are going to be missing quite a few flights, and that's really not what we want happening right now. It looks like they're building this area up first, which is not okay. Why are people going out there? What is wrong with you guys? Alright, we need to... Can we just prioritize this right now since they already built that wall? Increase priority. Let's see what we'll do about this, because we need that wall built in right now. Oh my gosh, look at the number of people that are stuck in the wall. That is crazy. Can you guys maybe build the wall in right now, please? Nobody? Oh boy. So we have people walking to the gates, just maybe skipping through security. This isn't good. This is really not good. We could have like random people just coming into the airport like, hey, you know what? I guess I want to take a flight. And we have those probably missing right now, huh? Final approach still, even though we're actually ignoring the wall for some reason. Come on, you guys. Come on. All right, well, we're going to miss a few flights. Oh, it's not so good at all. And yeah, things aren't looking so great. Oh my gosh. Well, everything is working again, but how are those going? Ooh, it looks like we're having some issues a lot. Yeah, failed to reserve gate. Wait, what? There was nothing there. What are you talking about? Okay, whatever. We missed one flight. Just one. Even though that was one of the big ones, the 747, that's pretty bad, actually, now that I look at it. But, it is what it is. All right, so... Jeez, that was so bad, you guys. That was so bad. So we're going to remove that, and we are going to actually clear off all of this nasty looking color here because it just looks so weird. And make sure that we can... Okay, so we have to plan this out properly because as you can see, security is really not working for us at all. There's a lot of angry pirates all over the place, and I hope that we don't actually miss any more flights. It looks like we're going to be okay for the most part. This one's coming in at A1. This one is coming in an hour. I think we're good. I think I left enough time that we're good. Okay, security. So... what I want to do is, of course, we're going to just bring... This whole area here is just for ticketing and security. Did I miss something up here? I think I did. Yeah, there's supposed to be a wall there. Oh, boy. All right, we can just do the wall right there, because clearly I totally overlooked that. We're going to put that right where it has to go, so that way we can work with this properly, because I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, so, ticketing. I do want to move it back a little bit, because right where it is not exactly where I want it to go. Maybe, because I was thinking maybe we could have ticketing like right where it is and then have security behind it instead of having security like all on the sides, because it works, but it's kind of sort of meh. Also, where are these people? Where'd they come? Where did that... What? Where did he come from with that box? Where are they going? Wow, they're going all the way around. Okay, sure, you know what, whatever. That's totally fine with me. They could do whatever the heck they want, just as long as we build this wall up. That's all that matters to me. And for the most part, it looks like our transportation has been working. So I'm kind of okay with that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and remove the planning over here. We're going to clear out this wall right in here because we don't need that at all. And then we can actually get to work on this. I added a lot more ticketing kiosks than I first had. I first just added this whole wall here, then I was just like, ooh, there's a lot of people here, so I had to clear this off. Right, so security. Oh boy. How are we going to do this? Because, again, I want to have ticketing just be, like, in this area. However, I don't really know if I want to have it just like that, because ticketing, we have to add queues. So, let's see. Is that a fair enough size queue? I mean, we could have the queue go around or something like that. I think, eventually, I want ticketing to be, like, on this wall here. I want it to be just here. This is going to be where the ticketing desks go, and then we're going to have a space, then a wall, I want to say. So a wall's going to go right up in here. Not so sure if that's going to work out so well for us, but that's definitely how I want to try it. And we're going to also have like maybe doors or just open areas without any wall going to security, because I do want security to go in the back here. However, I don't know how we're gonna have to make it. Of course, this area is gonna service both sides of the airport, so I might just have to draw like a wall right down the middle and make sure that security on this side goes only for this area and security on this side goes only for this area. So that's definitely one of the concerns that I have about, you know, making security right. So how's about we do that wall maybe just right now? So let's see, we have this area as it's actually even. That's not the best thing for us to, you know, make up a nice little area here. We could just have, I don't know, a double wall. That looks super ridiculous, but that's definitely one of the things that we could consider here. That's really not what I want to do, though. Or we could just make it a wide security area. I mean, that's also one of those things that we can go with. It's so difficult. I really wish it was uneven, but let's see. What else can we do here? I guess we're going to have to expand it out somehow, some way. So let's go ahead and make this zone a lot bigger, because obviously we want it all across this area here, if we're going to make the security area this big. Right, so let's go ahead and get rid of this queue, which is probably not the best thing to do right now, because people tend to just go and do whatever the heck they want when we have no queues, and I don't really like that at all. It ends up causing a pretty big mess. Alright, so we get rid of the queue now, and we are going to, I guess we can just build that wall up right now, because I'm pretty sure that's where I want it. So let's go ahead and do that, and we're going to add some, I want to see, we want to add some doors. Sure, we're going to add some doors, and oh boy, adding a wall just like that is going to mean that a lot of people can't get to security, which is a big problem. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and get our doors as soon as it's possible. It's called a large, or it's called a sliding door, right? And we want to put that, let's see, I guess maybe here. Sure. We're going to put one right here, and the other one's going to go right over here. And hopefully that means it's going to work out for us. We need to then unmark this zone as security, because clearly it will no longer be security. All right, there we go. So now we have everybody crowding around these poor employees are just like, oh my god, I'm swamped right now. Everything's going crazy. Like, I know. Just trust me on this. We're going to make this a lot more bearable pretty soon. It looks like we already built up that wall pretty quickly, so I'm not too unhappy with that. There we go. And now we have to figure out how to make the security zone workable so that things can work a little bit better. Now, I didn't really want security emptying out over there. I kind of wanted it along this back wall here and then emptying out into this middle area, and then they go to their gates, to their respective gates, wherever the heck they are. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving security around a little bit. So that means we're going to have to take our, let's see, metal detectors. Can we flip them the way that I need them to be? Let's see, are they, okay, I think that, does it go that way? Does it? No, that's the wrong way. It's supposed to go this way, I think that's how it's supposed to go. We'll see. So we're going to go ahead and put one all the way back here with a space in between. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is that uneven? I don't think it is it? No, it's not, you guys. No, it's not. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we added like 8 of them there. I think that should work. And we do have some bag scanners stored up somewhere, so hopefully we can use those as well. Let's see. That's up, that's down. I think down is how we want it to be. So let's go ahead and add these guys up to maybe here. Oh boy, this is trying to figure out where these direction arrows actually work, because sometimes they point in the way that they don't actually go. It's a little bit confusing. And there we go. Okay, okay, okay. Things are working kind of sort of okay. And we're going to go ahead and maybe get rid of these guys so that the staff there can move over here as soon as these are all built in. That means we're going to have these guys there and then we're going to have to push people through there, which seems a little bit weird for now. But you know what? It's just one step at a time. Let's also pay off a little bit of loan because we don't want to have much loan out right now. So let's go ahead and dismantle these guys. It dismantles what? And leaves indoor flooring. This, I think this is the one, right? Yeah, it looks like it's the one. Good. All right, so we're gonna move those guys there. There's people queuing up there already. What? Okay, so we're gonna have to hire some more staff. Is that right? I think we are. There we go. That should be okay, I think. I think that's right. All right, so they are going from there and then going down here. Okay, so that's step one of this whole crazy process here that we're trying to get working. It looks like we're going to need some more, though, because this is pretty stuffed up right now. So let's go for some more metal detectors, and we'll just line them up against this wall over here. I guess I'm going to leave some room, though, because I might need to add some security sides to the sides. That's definitely one of the concerns that I have here. So let's see. We want to go ahead and add in just two, I guess, to each side, and that might be okay. So we're going to need some more bag scanners, of course, and then we should be able to line up the ticket check ID stands, whatever they're called. I keep forgetting the name. I don't know why. To the side over there. All right, so let's go ahead and add those guys in there, and we need to hire another, what was it, 8 staff? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. Nope, 6. Okay, 6 there, 7. 8? Why do we have 31? That's a really weird number to have. But security looks like it's kind of working. Ticketing is still having some issues because we still have to work on ticketing. However, when we work on ticketing, we're going to have a much bigger problem to deal with because of the fact that we now have to connect all of our bags with the baggage hubs. So that's definitely one of those things that makes me want to push it off for a little while longer. Also, let's pay off some more of this loan, because again, we don't want to have to pay off so much interest, and we should probably take a look at this to make sure, Well, you know what, that's probably because of our issues with the building. That plane was there for a lot longer, but everything else seems to be working kind of sort of okay, so I'm going to accept that as is. Right, so now we have to build new check ID stands. I'm going to start with just 2 of them over here, and then I'm going to move these guys, because I really, really don't want to have to dismantle them all at the same time. So we want to go ahead and build one there, one there. We can always build some in between to make sure that the queues stay kind of sort of nice and neat, but I really don't want to do that right now because it works, but it doesn't. It looks way too crowded for me, and I really don't like it. So let's go ahead and get rid of those guys. We're going to rebuild them, of course. We should be taking them to storage. There we go. Okay, so now ID check stands, we have 1. We have 1 right now, and that's a little bit crazy. And we had bank loan interest. That's okay. It wasn't really that much. And we're going to go ahead and build the rest of them along the way here. I'm actually surprised to see that there's still people going through security. They must be super late. And there's our golf cart to grab the one that's actually not connected because we weren't able to connect this one anywhere. That's exactly why I want to move this all the way back here so we can just connect them like all the way down, 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 and see if that works. We're going to need a lot of these though because of course we're going to have a lot of ticketing stands. So now we have security working. It looks like we are short some staff though. So let's see. We need 1, 2. Is that everything? Is that everyone? We got 33 what? Oh, I guess we built an odd number. You know what? That's totally fine with me. I'm okay with that. It's weird, but I think it's going to work, you guys. It looks like it's working. The only way we'll actually know is if we add queues. So let's go ahead and add ourselves some queues. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's really odd number. Sure, whatever. So that means that our middle point is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, this one right here. So we can have a queue on this side and a queue on that one. And then we're not going to have a queue on any other side there because, I mean, we could make a first class queue right down the middle. I think that wouldn't be much of an issue at all. So I think that's definitely one of the things I'm going to consider doing because it just sounds like something we should have done a long time ago. Let's clear that up a little bit. And I hope that, oh boy, actually I didn't check. Can we assign this? Okay, whew. Just checking because sometimes it gets a little bit weird with how we assign queues, and if we're a little bit too far away, we won't really be able to assign it to the check stand properly, but we can do these just the way they are. So assign this to there, assign this guy over here, and assign this one right over there. Alright, so hopefully some people getting queues. It looks like they are, thank goodness, although it looks like we probably need a bit of a longer queue, especially since we haven't made the second one just yet. Oh boy, it's all a mess, but you know what, you guys, we're gonna get this working, and that means that we're gonna get a nice tidy airport that won't be as much of a mess pretty soon. The queuing is real. Oh my gosh, everybody's queuing and taking forever. It seems like we might even need more security, which is exactly why I was just like, maybe we should leave these sides open. Alternatively, what we can do is make this area bigger, put a lot more security on the backside, put some here, maybe some like somewhere in the middle. I don't know. It's looking like we're gonna need a lot more though, because there's clearly some people who are leaving who aren't very happy with their experience here. Also, I realized I messed up one of these queues in some weird way. Let's see. It's the first class queue that's messed up a little bit. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and fix that one. Of course, I don't want it being all the way expanded out to this area there. We need to go ahead and finish it at the right there. Okay, good. We were almost there. Something like that, sure. That works for me. It looks a little bit weird, and we have a little bit of space there just to make sure that, you know, people can actually exit this queue, exit that one as well, because if we can make them all converge, it's not gonna work. At least I don't think it will work. Also, why are people still queuing up back there and not actually getting in the queues? What? Maybe they're waiting for first class passengers to go first. I don't know if that's exactly it, but that might be it. I don't know. It might be it. Alright, so that's definitely one of those problems that we're gonna have to take a look at later on, because for now, this is kinda sort of working. Let's be real here. It's kinda sort of working, although maybe what we could do with is some more check ID stands, because ID check stands. Why do I always call it the wrong thing? My bad. Because as you can see, we don't really have too many people flooding these anymore, which means the problems are right up in here. That's definitely something to consider, but I will do that later. So, to work with what we have, our issues that we have been having, with baggage at least, with baggage and ticketing, because baggage is definitely a problem. We have been having golf carts coming in to make sure that, you know, we get our baggage taken from somewhere over here all the way to our flights, which I really don't like. So I want to make sure that we get this done soon, which means we're going to have to buy taxiway as well, just so we can place these guys wherever they have to go, just so we can start sorting out our baggage properly. Now we're going to need, I believe we're going to need 2 or 3 or 4 of these. So we're going to have to start putting these like somewhere, wherever the middle is. Let's see, how big is this area? This area is 20 wide. Okay, that's okay. And these, let's see, how big are these? These are, I can't exactly see. Let's go ahead and draw something up like in this color here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 5, although I think they're much bigger than 5. They are 7. 7 times 4. 7 times 4 is, I can't math, but I think it's 28. I'm pretty sure it's 28. So we're going to have to expand this out a little bigger than what we have right now. This is 20. We're going to need 28. So we're going to need to add 4 on each side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I could turn them that way and maybe have it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would work, but I really don't want that happening. So we're gonna have to clear out this area right up in here, which is okay. And this area right here, which again I have no problems with. It's just gonna be a nice wide area just for these guys. So taxiway, right? I guess it's not a problem adding the taxiway right now, because we're gonna have to add it eventually just so we can get to the second runway, which, I mean, it would be nice to have a second runway already, just so we can cheat a little bit and have it working for our current schedule, but, I mean, I really don't want to go there just yet. Let's see if we can afford up to there. Ouch. Need just, like, 2 more pieces to get that whole thing done. Oh boy, okay, sure, I'm gonna go with that. Let's just do it. Let's just do it, because we need to get this done. We need to sort out our baggage issues, that way we can start working on our ticketing issues, because right now, ticketing is probably one of the biggest problems. Security is actually still... What the heck is happening over here? Okay, take back what I said. I'm gonna definitely add some more ID check stands, because we clearly need them right now. We're gonna just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. Okay, that means we're gonna need 10 more security staff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to add these to the queues, which is gonna be rather unfortunate because trying to find the queues once you have this many people here gets a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, my bad, my bad. Apparently this whole security section doesn't work for 4 gates. It's really not going to work for 8. So that's definitely one of those things that it's good to know now before we expand a little bit later, because we're clearly going to need double security areas maybe, because that's probably the only way this is going to get to working, huh? At least I imagine it's the only way it's going to get to working. So what we might have to do is, instead of having it in this orientation, we're gonna have to have one section over here and one big section over here, which I really don't like because people tend to ignore the ones that are further out here, but we're gonna have to make it work with a queue or something like that just to make sure that people visit every single one of them, so that way we won't have too many issues. Okay, so people are now crowding these guys. I guess it's okay for now until the airport goes a little bit quiet, then we'll start sorting out our queuing issues. What is going on over here? We have way too many people in this airport. How many people are there right now? Oh, wow. That passenger satisfaction is not good at all. Well, the bright side, we didn't really lose any flights just because of the issues we've been having, so that's kind of okay. Although the airplane just left and these guys were left without anything to go with. So that's... ugh. Okay, so now we can assign these guys to the proper queues. I'm going to go ahead and do that. You're going to go for just this one. I'm not going to assign anybody else to the first class just because we've already... oh, uh-oh. What did I assign? What did I unassign? I can't remember anymore. We're not going to assign anybody else to first class just because we already have like 5 of them on there, and I really don't want any more on that, so that's kind of sort of okay. I can just click them and see where they're going. My gosh. I know you guys. Sometimes I'm blind. I apologize. So that one's okay. This one is not okay. Oh, that's any passengers, right. So that one's good. That one's good. Wait, what? Sure, that's the one I just assigned, wasn't it? My bad. Again, this is a little bit rough. Oh, unassign that one. I don't want that one going there. Assign you to this one, because now it's on this side. Sure, okay, so we just have to make sure that all these are assigned to the right ones and not the ones that are far away. Just to make sure that, you know, the proper queues are going to the proper ID check stands, just to make sure that we don't have too much crowding. I really don't want that. Although it would help if all of these served, you know, both of the queues, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's just too much work. Okay, so that should be good. Now we have extra staff helping out here to try to soothe our terrible, terrible security problems. Because clearly, all these depend on the staff. This seems to depend more on the passengers. Also, these are in the wrong orientation. I tried, you guys. I really did try. It seems like no matter what I try here, it's always going to be wrong. On the bright side, it looks like we're going through a little bit faster. We are still having a lot of issues with people just crowding over there on that side. So yeah, we're going to have to do the double security on each side because this middle one is just not working out for us. That's definitely a problem for a later time because it's kind of sort of working. So we have to focus on what's not really working out as well right now, which is ticketing. So that means we're going to have to get started on our baggage depots right now. Let's go ahead and put these down where we need. So we're going to have to, can we flip the sides? It's always going to be R on the other side. Yep. Man, I really would prefer that not the case, but it seems like that's just how it's going to happen. Alright, so we put those down. Let's go ahead and clear this out. So we're going to have the top two obviously serve the top of the airport over here, and we're going to have the bottom two serve this side. And that means that we're going to have to connect them properly. So, over here, I was going to build building. I might still do that. Build foundation. I might still do that just because it still might be worth it, and we're going to need quite a few baggage hubs. Now, the specialty ones are interesting because we are able to connect the R sides right over here, and we can only really connect one baggage carousel to this though, which is kind of not what I want at all. This one allows connections to 3 baggage carousels, which is what I want. However... oh, look at that. Look at that. I like seeing that part there because that's, you know, where we can actually expand until. But right, as I was saying, we can have 3 baggage carousels. However, because we're having 2 of these at once, it seems like it's going to be a little bit too much. But, you know, we don't have to connect everything. That's really not as much of a concern as one might think it is. So we're going to just leave it as is. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and drop this guy right there. And we're going to need a second one right up in here, maybe a little bit further down. The issue with these guys is if you make them too close together, you're not going to be able to connect much at all. So I want to make sure that these are not really anywhere near connected to each other. Let's leave a space one right there, and that should be okay. If we need to, we should be able to fit one of the smaller ones in there. It looks like we can, although that size, you guys, is a little bit weird. Oh my gosh, can we fit a bigger one? You really can't fit a bigger one unless we flip it like this, but that's going to be uneven and we can't really put walls there. I wouldn't... Oh, geez. This is a little bit difficult right now because I'm trying to figure out how to size this properly. And if we put a wall here, so the wall's going to be kind of sort of like that. Let's take a look at this. So we're going to have wall there, space. Wall there, space. Oh. Well, let's hope that these work. And if they don't, then we're going to have to figure something else out. So let's see. Conveyor lines. We're going to obviously have to connect these guys to these areas, which means it's going to... Man, I think I did this wrong. Because I'm going to have to connect ticketing. I'm going to have to bring them up and around, which is going to be a little bit weird. But it is what it is. Right, so these guys have nothing connected. They're just like, I need a connection. Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to bring this one. Can we bring it back? Wait, whoa. We can do that? I didn't know that. That's actually good to know. Okay, sure. We can bring it back, apparently. I hope that's a proper connection there. I'm not too sure about that. Let's go ahead and bring this one back. We don't really need that one connected just yet, so my bad. I was trying to work with that one first. So... Right. Actually, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because, like I said, we're gonna have to connect these guys somewhere over here with the ticketing. Ticketing's gonna have to go through here. Let's go over top. We could have maybe the ones at the top go around and the ones at the bottom go around, which means we're gonna have to do something differently here. Fine. We're gonna have to redo this. Just disconnect all these. Cancel that as well because we don't need that. So it looks like we're gonna have to build ticketing first, just so we know exactly where we're going with these, because this whole baggage thing is a little bit confusing until you really get the hang of it. Right, so let's go ahead and where are they going? Oh, it looks like we bought a lot of conveyor. My bad. We're going to be able to use those soon, though, so it's not really that big of an issue. Also, we have an extra metal detector. Oh, we have a few metal detectors and bag scanners. Ooh, we can get a few more in there. That wouldn't be that bad, although right now security seems to be okay, but maybe it's because we had no flights. Yeah, it's because we had no flights. Okay, fair enough. So, yeah, the queue is still filling up a lot. I really don't like that, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and add ourselves some more ticketing desks, and we want to go for right here. It cannot connect endpoints. What? Don't tell me. I have some... Yep, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so I'm going to have to actually demolish a bunch of these. Actually, maybe all of them, because I do have to move these back. So I'm going to have to just get rid of all of this. And get rid of that one. Get rid of all of this. So now we're going to need a lot of golf carts coming in here. Just to take care of all of our baggage problems. Oh, gotta love it, you guys. Gotta love this new system. Okay, so those are taken care of. They're all gone. Let's go ahead and add in our ticketing right where we need it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 space, obviously for the door. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. I guess that's fine. 4, 5, 6, whatever. 7. There we go. We have 12 now, so hopefully 12 is enough. Clearly 4 is not enough. 12 is a little overkill, but whatever. I kind of would like to have more than less, because more is just better. Okay. Most of the time, more is better. Okay, so now we're going to have to add these to our ticketing zone, which of course is going to be all through here, and we're going to make sure that this whole area is ticketing. There we go. And oh my gosh, nobody's working there. Where is everybody? Right, so now we're going to have to hire some more staff, which means we actually have to clear these out because we don't need those there. So we have 4 staff. We're going to need to hire 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So hopefully we'll take care of those people who are actually queuing up here for whatever reason. And everything else is gone. Perfect. Okay, so we are pretty much almost good to go. We just have to clear out this queue right here. And we should be about ready to start connecting our whole baggage system. Okay, so all of the ticketing desks are in. I'm going to go ahead and actually just get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. And we actually... Wait, we can save... Oh, we can save that? I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, we're going to have some baggage issues for a little while longer. Let's just demolish all of this because we don't need any of it at all. We're not going to bring anything up here anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate because, you know, this whole thing was right next to some of the gates, which is kind of nice to have sometimes, but really you really don't need that. I really hope I'm not dismantling this gate, because if we are, that's going to be a big problem. We don't need that gone. Let's make sure that we are not dismantling that. Uh-oh. Did I just click dismantle on that? Or demolish? My bad. Let's see. Is that actually staying? There are 9 flights scheduled. Let's see. You guys are probably working on... Okay, we're leaving that alone. Whew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, because sometimes, you know, you never quite know, you guys. You never quite know if something is getting demolished when you don't really need it to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of all of these guys there. Gotta get rid of this and all of these over here. And you have to just make sure that we leave that baggage station alone, that baggage carousel alone, just because we don't want to get rid of it for now. So let's go ahead and just demolish all of that and leave that as is. Excuse me, did I not say demolish that? There we go. Okay, so we have our first baggage carousel there. We're going to have to add, let's see, I think we're going to have to add 4, if we can fit them. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this one up to here, and can we please fit 4? Because that would be really, really nice. We could put that there. How about like this? Hallelujah. We can fit 4. Oh, thank goodness, because I was seriously worried. I think we can actually fit 5 of them, can't we? Yeah, we can, but that's a little bit too close for comfort. 4 is definitely okay. 1 for each gate. I think that was a plan here, so that's really, really good. Alright, so after we have those in, it is definitely time to get to working on this. It looks like ticketing is okay, even though we have no queues on there, because now we have, what is it, 17 desks? Wait, do we have enough staff there? Somehow we have enough staff. I don't know where one of the staff members came from. Maybe they came from one of the gates. If that's the case, then we're going to have to figure that out and definitely solve it. But we'll do all of that in the next episode, because that is it for this episode of SimAirport. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, show your support, and subscribe if you already haven't. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.